Good morning. It's fantastic to have you all here with us today, both in person and online, as we celebrate and thank Archdeacon Deborah for her 18 years of leadership and ministry at St. Paul's, and honor the end of a rectorship marked by courage, creativity, hard work, respect, inclusion, devotion, and love. How do we honor someone who has had an indelible impact on our parish, who has led empathetically and purposefully, taught us and learned alongside of us, listened and cared, and who has shared herself, her husband, and her family with us for nearly 2 decades? The only appropriate way is by sharing our gratitude and our love. So for the next little while, we'll be sharing through words, pictures, music, our appreciation for Deborah and her service to God's people at St. Paul's. Afterwards, we will head downstairs for fellowship and refreshments. It won't be possible to sum up the impact that Deborah has had on us at St. Paul's in a matter of minutes or even hours if we had the time. We each have unique memories shaped by our interactions with her and experiences both inside and outside the church walls that were impacted by her wisdom, insight, and love. As a warden, I pondered the many outcomes of Deborah's tenure as our rector, and these seem to be endless. I'd be here forever if I listed all the objectives, initiatives, and activities that were implemented by and under Archdeacon Deborah's guidance. That is a testament to Deborah's courageous leadership and willingness to try new things and learn together as a community of faith. There are physical reminders such as the prayer labyrinth, the sacred circle, the blessing box, each developed with a purpose and under the overarching goal of bringing us and our community closer to God. Deborah's commitment to making disciples of St. Paul's parishioners, indeed helping us draw nearer to Jesus, is her legacy at St. Paul's. It is each one of us here today and watching online who has grown spiritually through the leadership, care, and prayers of Deborah. And despite the challenges and complexity of the role of rector, the role a rector undoubtedly brings, Deborah has reinforced time and again the pleasure that this parish has brought to her and Yoni over the years. I found a list in Deborah's 2016 charge to the vestry called the Top 11 Reasons Why Deborah Loves Being at St. Paul's. And it may be a little redundant because she gave us 18 special memories already, but there's some other ones in there as well. But this simple list exemplifies the selfless servant that we've been blessed to have as our rector. The top 11 reasons why I love being at St. Paul's by Archdeacon Deborah, and this is from August 21, 2016. I get regular fashion advice about my hair and my shoes. I get to bless all your pets, including chickens, rats, and dogs. I have the privilege of blessing all the brand new babies, often before they leave the hospital. Your desire to serve the Lord is a huge blessing and a source of inspiration to me. You, the parish of St. Paul's, are always willing to try something new. You are really nice to Yoni, and you say his name right. I get to wash your feet on Maundy Thursday. Your children share their precious ideas with me. I think you like my 1-minute sermons. And finally, we are truly the body of Christ, and I love you. It is evident in this list that her service to God's people is Deborah's drive and her purpose. What more could we have asked for in our shepherd? There are so many things about Deborah that make her special, and I encourage each of you after the service to share with Deborah and Yoni a special memory you have or something from their ministry that made a difference in your life. Our rector's warden, Dorothy, who was instrumental in organizing today's celebration, couldn't be with us today, and I asked her to share her memories for me to share with you all, and with Deborah. And this is what she had to say. Deborah, thank you for providing us with the opportunity to experience the life of Christ in so many ways. Through prayer, reading, learning, retreats, and listening to God's voice as we sat vigil with him on Good Friday. I love to travel, and therefore the most memorable of these was the opportunity to see the beginnings of our faith. We visited Israel and saw the places where Jesus was born, walked, taught, lived, prayed, died, and was raised from the dead. His life became a reality, not just a story. On our trip to Turkey and Israel, we saw the home where Mother Mary lived out her life and where Paul preached the gospel. We also walked in Paul's footsteps as he spread the word to the people in Greece and Rome. We visited early churches and saw prisons where Paul and early Christians were imprisoned. It gave us a sense of how these early believers suffered in the name of Jesus. We walked the way of St. James in Spain, giving us a greater appreciation of the road traveled by the disciples of Jesus and those that followed afterwards. Being able to see the beginnings of Christianity and how it developed and spread was incredible. You provided us with the opportunity to do that. These experiences became cornerstones for my faith journey, and I can't thank you enough for the opportunities that you provided for us. As you continue on your own journey, I wish you God's blessings today and every day. Congratulations on your retirement from parish ministry. We are looking forward to seeing where your next chapter takes you. Next on our program, we're going to turn our attention over to Archbishop Anne, who sent a video message to share with Deborah and the parish of St. Paul's, Thunder Bay.
Archdeacon Deborah, my dear friend and colleague, Yoni, and people of God at St. Paul's, Thunder Bay. This morning, there'll be an official letter from me wishing you, Deborah, everything of the best as you enter this new phase of your life called retirement. Congratulations. My heart is full and heavy, actually, as I think about this being your last Sunday as the incumbent of St. Paul's. And I know it's for sure a day of mixed emotion for that parish. But I remember the day when you were appointed at St. Paul's and the absolute excitement that you felt beginning that new ministry with your beloved Yoni by your side, your champion and your great supporter. I wonder if you're thinking today, as I have been thinking, gosh, those 17 years went by in the blink of an eye. Deborah, I give thanks and am so full of gratitude for all of your care and ministry at St. Paul's and for your care and ministry of the community beyond its doors. I know that you are a much loved pastor at St. Paul's, but very well known across Thunder Bay too. You are a woman of vision, Deborah, and your inspiring leadership has had a major impact on a number of people. Your encouragement of new leadership within the parish, your mentoring of individuals exploring a call to ordained ministry, your care of families and young people and children. And I think of your love of that Eucharist program. You've encouraged so many lay leaders in the church to take on roles as lay readers, but other active lay ministries. Thank you. Now, the one thing about you, Deborah, is that you make ministry look so easy. The way you carry it out in your energetic, loving, compassionate, enthusiastic way. Colin and I were remembering the other night how exhausted we both were after our first visit to Thunder Bay in 2017. But you took all of that busyness and all of that activity in your stride. I know, though, that it hasn't always been easy. The reality of ministry is that it is a lot of backbreaking, hard work, of sweat and tears and dirty hands and tired feet and sleepless nights. I often wondered how you did it. And I know that you made it look easy because you did not do it in your own strength, but by God's grace and by keeping your eyes fully centered on God, knowing with certainty that this is God's church. Thank you, Deborah, for always being there for God's people at St. Paul's and for helping them to become the amazing, strong parish that they are today, and individuals who are growing in their own faith. Together, incumbent and parishioners, you were willing to try new things, even knowing that some of them would likely fail. Some might have failed, but more flourished, as you served soul food to anyone who came through your doors, as you fed the hungry and clothed the naked, as you lived out reconciliation with Indigenous people, as you created an Indigenous center within the confines of the sanctuary, as you created a beautiful prayer labyrinth that I love to walk when I visit Thunder Bay, as you built a blessing box full of food and opened wide the doors of St. Paul's for all to enter and find a safe place, a good place to grow in faith. I wish you and Yoni a long, happy, and loving retirement. Colin joins me in sending these greetings to you and gives thanks for your leadership at St. Paul's for all these years and for the friendship which we cherish. In her book, Christ Beside Me, Beth Richardson has written a blessing about a leaving, and I would like to close with that now. It goes like this. For a time, this has been your home, but today you are leaving and traveling to a new place. For each day, each memory, each joyful moment or difficult learning, we offer gratitude and thanks for your future, your and Yoni's future and the future of your family, a canvas of promise ready for your palette. We offer blessings and good wishes. Deborah and Yoni, may you walk in hope, in peace, in happiness. May the Spirit guide you and protect you all the days of your life. May God bless your journey. God bless your path. God bless your life. Blessings to you, dear Deborah. Blessings, Yoni. And blessings, dear people of God at St. Paul's.
A picture is worth 1,000 words, and we all know how much Deborah likes pictures. The media team have put together a slideshow of her memories.
What does being at St. Paul's mean to you, Mom?
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's all. I feel good there.
André Nouwen, the Dutch Catholic priest and writer, said, Ministers are powerless people who have nothing to boast of except their weaknesses. But when the Lord, whom they serve, fills them with his blessing, they will move mountains and change the hearts of people wherever they go. Becoming the minister of a parish is not easy work. You always have big shoes to fill. You make lots of new friends, some very small, and some a little more imposing. Sometimes they stay a lifetime, and sometimes they just drive by. There is rigorous physical training, which probably wasn't in the job description. But soon enough, you become the spiritual leader of a faith community in a big old building, alive with the Spirit, walking in faith together.
I was the chair on the concurrence committee when she came, and every day, every Sunday when I hear her services and see what she does, the many things she's done here that's made this a vibrant place of worship. I'm so pleased that she did come.
18 years is a long time, and this is not a detailed report of the goings-on. Save that for vestry. Instead, let's take this time to think about the banners that we hang outside St. Paul's. There is love here, joy, peace, and hope.
The word love is mentioned 714 times in the Bible, and 13 of those are by Jesus himself. As we at St. Paul's are called to be ambassadors for Christ, we are also called to love as he did. In the last 18 years, Archdeacon Deborah Kraft has shown this in more ways than we can count. Archdeacon Deborah's love of travel and of sharing deeply spiritual places with others has had the parishioners travel on pilgrimages to Rome, to Greece, to Turkey, and to the Holy Land, as well as walk the Camino de Santiago. Oh, sorry, that's a picture of Burt Lancaster and Ava Gardner. These are experiences of a lifetime, building connections, friendships, and faith. There's a deep love of family at St. Paul's. Church is loud and messy because families are loud and messy, is something that Archdeacon Deborah has said on more than one occasion. So many children have been baptized. Many parents have shared the dreams they have for their children in the letters they've composed for them for the occasion.
Is there anything that you particularly like about coming here?
Children's talk.
The children's
okay.
talk?
Yeah.
What is it about the children's talk?
I just really like them.
Yeah?
Continuing the long tradition of teaching children, St. Paul's has held summer Bible schools, messy church, Funtastic Fridays, and many children's talks. During the lockdowns, Archdeacon Deborah held short services just for children on our YouTube channel, introducing the much-loved Dr. Science to St. Paul's. St. Paul's has a love of learning.
It was so much fun when Graham did First Communion with us.
And Archdeacon Deborah has fostered that in her ministry through gospel-based discipleship, book studies, Bible studies, and yes, the Life in the Eucharist First Communion program, as well as confirmation classes. This has been a formational church, bringing up many lay readers and several new ministers, most recently the Reverend Ann Camber. If anything, Archdeacon Deborah loved to encourage and build up the members of St. Paul's in doing much of God's work. Whether it's fundraising for Heart and Stroke, making blankets out of shopping bags, beautifying our church, or providing for those in need, she encouraged this faith community to lead and participate in all sorts of projects.
Henri Nouwen writes, "Joy does not simply happen to us. We have to choose joy and keep choosing it every day." St. Paul's chooses joy and expresses it dramatically. Deborah and Yoni have never hesitated to participate in the dramatic Good Friday productions of Eyes Upon the Cross, Christmas readings of Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol, and suggesting that perhaps St. James should pay us a visit at Halloween. Encouraged, the good people of St. Paul's, too, need only the merest suggestion of a special occasion to put on fancy dress.
That I think she's very special at is her love for the Indigenous folks, not only in the parish, but in the whole city and community. She was very open at the beginning of her ministry to partner with Bishop Lydia Mamakwa from Mishamakowish, and I was privileged to be part of that. And as more Indigenous people came, we enlarged what they were able to do, and now we have Indigenous diocesan lay readers here. So that's been a very special part, I think, of Archdeacon Deborah's ministry.
There is joy in the fruits of the serious work of reconciliation. It is hard to understate how much prayer, listening, time, and care that Archdeacon Deborah has invested in this work.
I see the ministry that she has built up here, to the glory of God, the depth and the breadth of it, and her care and her compassion for God's people. She has been a terrific leader. God will still work with her. So Deborah, don't get too comfortable, because retirement isn't doing nothing, sitting in your chair playing with Wally, I can tell you.
She's been wonderful. She's been a big support to me personally at times. And she always made everyone feel welcome in St. Paul's.
There is hope here. This parish, this family of faith, has been prepared for the path ahead, filled with the knowledge of God's love for us that you, Deborah, have taught us about. Remembering our mission from the first year of Archdeacon's ministry at St. Paul's, please say it with me. Who are we, St. Paul's?
Ambassadors for Christ.
Thank you, Archdeacon Deborah. Thank you, Yoni. Thank you for ministering to each and every one of us, for meeting us where we were on our path, and for helping to shape us into a people of God. God bless you and Yoni on all the adventures that are coming next, and may the peace, hope, love, and joy of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you forever. It certainly has been a journey, and we are filled with gratitude to have shared in that journey and to have been blessed through it. I'll now call up Deputy Rector's Warden Deborah Victor for a presentation of gifts from the parish.
It doesn't make sense to just hand over a gift, so I had to lead into it. When you answer the call to ministry, you don't know where that will take you. We are gratefully blessed that part of your journey brought you here to St. Paul's. We have shared 18 eventful years with you and evolved through changes never imagined. We transformed spaces rarely used, turning the East Transept into a chapel, which is well used and loved, and the West Transept into the area of the Sacred Circle, which is spiritually meaningful and also well used. You led us on several pilgrimages in the footsteps of St. Paul, bringing the scriptures to life. You encouraged us to grow as a faith community and individually, and to think outside the box. We stayed together through Zoom streaming and live streaming during the tough days of COVID, and took our ministry to the streets for drive-by blessings. We creatively distributed palm crosses with a fishing pole. When God is first, all things are possible. So today we celebrate you as part of your journey ends.
I want to save the bag. Do you know what the bag says? Superstar. Oh,
You have to have the t-shirt.
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, look what the back says.
That was a joint effort.
I will wear it when I go out running. Isn't that perfect? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love it. I love it.
Oh, I'm glad. It was a joint effort. It took a
love
lot
it.
of painstaking trials to figure that one out.
I love it. And it's got the Ambassadors for Christ on the front. I love it. Thank you. Wow. Now, my grandmother always used to save gifts that she was given for at least a year. I'm not going to do that. I want to wear that. It's beautiful.
And here's your second one. Let's see. We want you to take your time with Yoni and enjoy the car trip that you've been wanting to take to visit your family. And take time to stop and enjoy the beauty of nature and a lunch.
Yoni, there's a Tim's gift card in here. That's for you. For Yoni, a day without Tim's is like a day without sunshine. Thank you. Thank you. Look at all the tissue paper. Did Christine put that all in?
Yeah, there's more in the other bag.
This is Christine's tissue. I'm going to save it all.
There's an envelope here that goes with your Tim's card.
Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. Happy travels. Gift card for fuel. Thank you, because we're going to get on the road tomorrow to drive to Toronto. Food for snacks, Tim's. Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Happy travels. That's beautiful. Do you want me to open up the card?
It's just got the gift cards
It's
in it.
fabulous. These gift cards. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's just packed. Esso. We'll go to Esso. It's just packed with fuel cards and Canadian Tire in case we have a breakdown. And President's Choice. Thank you. Thank you all. Oh, that's too kind. Thank you. Thank you. These will be deeply appreciated and well used.
Well,
Thank you very much.
We want you to take your car trip.
The Seeker's Journey. This is something did you put this together, Deborah?
It's Joy Seeker's Journey. Candace painted that for you.
Candace. Candace is so gifted. All right, well, let's open it up. Oh, okay. It's rector proof. Okay, oh, it's fabulous. I do not have something nice to put our lunch in. I use grocery bags.
Well,
And it's got the ice packs. Oh, it's fabulous. Oh my goodness, Candace is not able to be here today, The Seeker's Journey. Oh, it's just beautiful. I love it. I'll treasure it. It's wonderful. Thank you all. Oh my goodness. And Candace painted on it, The Seeker's Journey.
It's joy seekers.
Pardon?
Joy seekers.
Oh, and I missed the top. Joy Seeker's Journey. Aw. And there we are on the highway, not yet twinned in all places. Oh, it's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're not finished yet.
I'm not finished. It's too much. My grandmother would have said that too.
You can
Print copy of the message.
Stop and reflect on the memories. That's just the copy of
Okay, perfect.
Anne's letter.
Oh, a picture book. Oh my goodness. Dorothy did this.
Dorothy did that for you.
Oh my goodness. Dorothy, if you're watching this, she's with her husband in Toronto. He had major surgery last week. He's going to be okay, Rick. We're just so thankful. Major surgery. He's going to be okay. He'll be coming home soon. Look at this incredible book. First picture I see is you, Deacon Ann. And Father Gordon. Oh, and my wardens. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, and there's St. James. There's Headless James, Daniel. Oh, it's incredible. She's put all the pictures, so many pictures together. There's the Pope, Pope Francis, who we were really close to. It's beautiful, beautiful. Well, I shouldn't be looking at it too much right now, should I? It's gorgeous. It's so fancy. Oh, Dorothy, bless you. The amount of work to put these books together is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Oh my goodness, I love it. I will cherish that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, and there's one more thing. Am I turned off?
I'm turned off.
There's one more thing. Remember, there's no place like home, and home is where the heart is. So, we had a couple doormats made for you from our leftover carpet. So you've got one for home and one for camp.
I love this carpet because we thought about it so carefully. It's got the blue, our parish color, Ambassadors for Christ. It's got the wheat representing the Eucharist. It's got the burgundy, the ready burgundy of the wine. It's got the trilliums, which is very Trinitarian, which matches all the architecture in this church. Now I have my own. That is so sweet. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Yoni, look at these. Isn't that incredible? Oh my goodness. It's beautiful. Beautiful. I love them. Thank you. Thank you. So thoughtful. Beyond thoughtfulness. Thank you.
And just your card. And also, we did have a labyrinth stone made for you, but as fate would have it, it's not ready.
You had, well, you know what? We need our Allison back. And I've been carrying Allison Arthur in my heart and just missing her so very much, and that's why.
So
praise God. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Since we're on, still on the topic of gifts, the chapel flowers were placed on the altar to the glory of God in honor of Archdeacon Deborah's retirement by Archbishop Anne. And the altar flowers were placed to the glory of God and in joyful celebration of 18 years of shared ministry with our beloved rector, Archdeacon Deborah Kraft, with love and blessings from your parish family. Today's service has been filled with the gifts of music from our community, in keeping with one of the important missional themes throughout Deborah's incumbency at St. Paul's. Our final gift to you today, Archdeacon Deborah, is another of music. We brought in a musical favorite of yours to conclude your final service as rector of St. Paul's. We will be heading downstairs as the music concludes. There will be food and drink for refreshment. Please be patient as the kitchen volunteers are with us, and they will be getting downstairs with the rest of us, and we'll need some time to get everything out. As a testament to Deborah's service and commitment to community building, the hall has been set up in a reception style with very few chairs. We encourage you to be ambassador bunnies and mingle and perhaps say hi to someone whose name you don't know or whom you haven't seen in a while. Please now enjoy this gift of the music of the McGillivray Pipers, and we'll see you downstairs.